Good afternoon, guys. First of all, I want to introduce myself. My name is Laura Bolaños, and today I will be presenting to you my technological resource that is related to podcasts from the BBC on a specific channel that is called 6 Minute English. So, according to this technological resource, I established like an objective, and it is students will be able to improve the listening comprehension in English, pronunciation, and learn new vocabulary. This micro lesson is divided into three phases. The first one is a pre-listening activity. The second one, it is a while listening activity. And the third one is a post listening activity. So for this first phase, I have this activity that is related to some previous vocabulary and expressions before listening to the podcast for you to get familiar with the vocabulary that is going to be presented in there. So here we have like symptom, fever, critical window, host, a part of GSAG or puzzle, and domino effect. So according to this vocabulary and expressions, we are going to move on to the next activity that is related to a prediction activity. So here we have like the question. So it is, what do you think the podcast from the BBC will be about, considering the previous vocabulary? So for this activity, we're going to use a Mentimeter, and here you have like some spaces to enter your answer or words according to the question. Now we are going to move on to the second phase, that is the while listening activity. And in this part, you are going to be able to listen to the podcast. And the topic is, can climate change cause more disease? Here you are going to find like the BBC page in which the podcasts are. Here you can like reproduce the video, and below the video you are going to find like some interactive questions about it, the vocabulary that I have already presented, and like the transcript, that it's very important for you to get more vocabulary and to be able to recognize the, yes, like the speech that both presenters are having. Finally, we are going to move on to the last activity. I'm going to share with you. Allow me a moment. So this is like the third phase, that is the cooperative, that is the post listening activity. The name of this activity is cooperative learning GSAG. So I'm going to explain to you what is the activity about. Okay, so I will provide the students like a general topic, that is in this case the climate change and diseases. So I will divide the classroom into smaller groups, 4 of 5, and their groups are going to be the expert groups. So each group will become an expert of one aspect of the general topic. The main topic, as I mentioned before, is the climate change and diseases. And the subtopics or the aspects would be causes, consequences, possible solutions, and possible solutions. Then I will like assign the subtopics of the general topic to each group. Students can access to any information sources with relevant information of the subtopic. In their experts groups, the students will research every they can about the assigned task, and they will take notes. Then teacher will ask students to discuss their subtopics in their expert groups, and they will write down key points. After discussing in their experts groups, the students will make new groups that are called GSAG groups, ensuring that each new group has one member from each of the expert groups. In their new groups, each student takes turns, like sharing their findings or on their subtopic with their peers. Finally, after all group members have shared like their information, the other ask questions to make sure all have a good understanding, and each GSAG group should complete a graphic organizer to capture the main ideas given by each student. Finally, a teacher will ask to form the expert groups again and ask all the students to discuss the general topic. Once the task is finished, teacher will ask students to reflect on what they have learned and how this cooperation strategy helped them to understand the topic. This activity benefits the active participation, enhance students' research to have a better understanding of the topic, encourage critical thinking, and also um, achieve our objective, that is to have a better listening skills and pronunciation and vocabulary. And that will be all. Thank you so much.